My name is Choice Njenga.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm working as a schools development officer. They act as a bridge. They are connecting the learners and the teachers. Yeah, and this strategy of using these mother groups is really working well because these are the real mothers for the learners in their homes, and they know the problems that their children are facing in their homes as well as at school. Some of the girls, they were dropping out of school just because of maybe the shortage of toilets. Yeah, especially those girls who have started the menstruation period. So it's like when they are on their menses, they just go out and then they will maybe absent themselves from school for 3 or 4 days. Then after that they come back. So it's like after 3 or 4 days, missing classes, 3 or 4 days, it means that girl has missed a lot. So it's like some of these mother groups, with their initiatives, they have also built some of the toilets, or maybe some of them, they just look at that particular school and then they say, this school, we need to have maybe more toilets for the girls, maybe looking at the ratio that is needed for the girls and the boys. Because there is also the issue of cultural practices, bad cultural practices, like if a girl has started menstruating, she is kept in a house for maybe a week without going outside. People should not see her. So even going to school, it means you stop going to school until those 7 days pass. Then after, when you do the second menstrual, then you also go into that particular house. You stay there for another 7 days, making it 14 days. So it means for 14 days, even if they are writing exams or what, she's not going to participate, or she's not going to write those exams. So that the mother group at that particular school, it took initiative of talking to the chiefs about this cultural practice and how it affects the girls' education. So through their discussions, they came up to a compromise. So as of now, they have changed it completely. It's like when the girl is menstruating, they say she should go to school. After school, she comes back, she goes into that particular house, but this should not stop the girls from going to school. So it's like at least they have changed the strategy, but of course they are also recognizing the cultural practice in one way, and also they are also observing the right of that particular girl to education. Some of the parents, they forced their children to maybe leave school so that they go to maybe towns or elsewhere to work. Yeah, so they also visited those particular parents and they cancelled them, and some of the learners, they are now back in school, and we have got maybe a good percentage in each and every school we visited, that the schools we work with. The introduction of mother groups in the schools is really assisting in maybe retaining the girls in schools. Of course, we are not yet there because it's really a high rate that have maybe left school.
There is a great impact from the mother groups. And here at Link Community Development, we are proud of them. It's like each and every school that we visit, the first question is to ask if they have a mother group. And when I was talking to the district education manager, we verified that each and every school in Mulanje has a mother group, which is great. Even the primary education advisors are supporting us in ensuring that the mother groups at each and every school are doing their job. They do provide guidance and counseling. They also visit those learners who are needy. Some of these learners dropped out of school just because they don't have resources. But the mother groups are doing a good job of bringing them back to school. That's why after visiting Supuni, you saw that gift presentation. It was like one way of encouraging learners who dropped out of school to come back to school. Because some of them were saying that they have dropped out of school because they don't have pens, they don't have laundry soap, they don't have clothes, they don't have uniform. So what the mother groups are doing here in Mulanje is like to find ways and means. They do fundraise. Some mother groups have men's garden. You know what men's is? They are like corn gardens where they harvest. After harvesting, they sell the produce. They generate money. They use the same money to buy school uniforms for the needy learners so that they continue with their education.
With the school performance review, it's like we assess the school, the real life of the school. We just visit a school without telling them that we are visiting the school at that particular day. Yeah. So we just visit that particular school to see the real life at that particular school. Inside the classroom, we look at the outside part of the classroom as well as the community relationship with the school. Yeah. What's the involvement of the community? So it's like we assess each and every aspect of that particular school and we give the feedback to that particular school the same day. Okay. And then at a later day, we conduct what we call SPAM, School Performance Appraisal Meeting, where we look at the community, all the stakeholders at that particular school. They look at the things that were dug from the SPR process. Then they find the way forward to maybe resolve, maybe if they have some challenges, and they look at the way forward. And those issues, they include them in their school improvement plan. Okay. Yeah. In fact, it really helped the schools here in Idedza, and each and every school here in Idedza is looking forward to have this process being done at their particular school.
And like what has happened with the district education office, they have tried to take SPR, which we were doing, and the district education office has adopted it. Right now they are doing it. We are just providing them with support, like grant for photocopying of the SPR instruments, but the district education office has adopted it. And I think it's in the same way we can use the primary education advisors in Mulanje to train primary education advisors in the other districts, because the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology here in Malawi is proud of the interventions that the LCD is doing. Everywhere we go, we hear of LCD.
Yeah, they were envied too much because they have already envied us with the school performance review. When we were discussing at a certain forum and we were showing them how we grade our schools using the school performance review reports, they tried to, how can we learn this? Because we know you are giving feedback to your schools while we don't do that. But Mulanje is one of the districts now, which is now going, I think, and I have a hope that we are going to be sharing with other districts when we meet in two different forums. I think it's the whole process. The whole process of the procedure of school improvement review is really good and commendable, because it is covering a lot of things which are also in line with the government with the government plans. It is really in line with it, because it's tackling, because we have in government plans we have quality and relevance, we have access and equity, and we have governance and management. And if you look at what is in the SPR, it's just in line, and it is really complementary. Sure. Currently, as Mulanje district, we have emulated the process, so that we take it, we get the ownership. And for 2 years now, we have funded with our ORT funds. We have funded the activities, but only asking Link to assist. So it means with years from now, we'll still be improving on that, because we like to see the learners receiving quality education.